One can never have too many virtual boys. I mean the console. Oh, Qarl, come on! That wasn't even a good one. Listen to this. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Ooh, what did you have for dinner? Ugh. Spirits of everyone alive, come to me for the spirit bomb fart. You're going down, Qarl.
This is the first Emmy nomination for the Resellers.
My name is Sean Paul, entrepreneur extraordinaire. I manage a store called Midget Pond, which is the best place for video game and video game accessories. This here's Qarl Flarkson, my best friend and sole employee. With his technical know-how and my business savvy, we run a tight ship, son. We businessmen, so don't you dare call us resellers. What's that, Qarl? 1 out of 5 stars. Well, that's really not good for us, Qarl. Nobody's gonna come to the store if the reviews are that bad. I know. The next client who comes in, no matter how wacky, crazy, or just completely out of their mind they are, we are gonna satisfy them. Whatever they want, we'll give them. It doesn't matter how kooky and spooky and ooky they are, they're gonna leave here with a smile on their face.
Hi, sir.
Well, what can I do for you? Do you want a man's hat filled with perfume with a floating apple? Do you want somebody's head on a lance? Do you want, what do you want exactly?
I want a 64.
Oh, that's all. He wants a 64.
And I'm gonna come back later. Or tomorrow.
Wait, does he want a Nintendo 64? Or a Commodore 64? Now I'm really confused. I don't know, Qarl. I'm gonna try calling him. I don't know his number. I forgot his name. I mean, his look reminds me of his name, but I forgot his name. And now I don't know which of the 64s he wants! Well, that's gonna be a problem, because he said 64, and well, does he mean Nintendo 64? If I were a normie store, you know, with some kids coming in, 64, they don't know better, it's gotta be Nintendo 64. I mean, Mario 64, Donkey Kong 64, other games 64? I mean, you know the ones. Well, could be Nintendo 64, right? It's super popular, and even though it's a system that at the time wasn't that well liked in Japan, the rest of the world liked it fine. But then again, this is a retro old school store, so he might mean Commodore 64. Maybe he's into old microcomputers, you know, early 80s, Atari 2600 and Intellivision. This is a quandary. Now I know what you're thinking. Sure, I could just wait for him to show up tomorrow and just ask him then. But I said to Qarl that I would satisfy the client thoroughly, and it's not satisfying for a client to be asked to be precise. So I gotta put all this weight on my shoulders, all this pressure, and I gotta find the right console for that guy. I just gotta! Alright, Qarl. So you're gonna take this, and you're gonna do this. Alright? Here you go. You know what? They're completely incompatible systems. They have every piece on the board is a different piece. But maybe Qarl could combine them somehow and make a common Nintendo 64, you know? Old school 80s, mid 90s 3D graphic processors. Well, I don't think it's possible, but you know, nothing's too impossible for Hot Qarl action. Know what I'm saying? Brap brap. Other Sean catchphrases? Oh yeah. Forget about it, Qarl. It's not gonna happen. Just like cleaning the environment. Anyways, I think it's gonna be closing time now. So why don't you just go to bed and I'll be back tomorrow morning, okay? Good night, Qarl. What do you expect? I pay him in cookies. Of course he sleeps in the store. Well, time for bed. I think I'm gonna sleep on it, and the answer will come in the morning. Just like who I'm gonna vote for in the next Canadian elections. Will I vote for asshole A, or asshole B, or even asshole C, who's a little more exotic than the other assholes, but still, he could be an asshole as well. Who knows? Anyways, somebody's gonna do anal. What was I talking about?
In this corner, we have Nintendo 64. And in this corner, we have Commodore 64. Start!
Get back on your ship, you stupid old Commodore, and bear witness to the king of 64. Your shit's extinct, no one really cares anymore. Propping old movies, the only thing that you are good for. I got the games, Zelda, Smash Bros, Mario. Your shit is lame, get back to the thrift store. You might have 64K, but this was about the bytes. I'ma let you finish, but you already lost the fight.
Hold on a sec there, young man. Just who do you think you are? You're going to war, not with the blue hedgehog, but with the Commodore N64. Explode your shit like my name's C4. I will bury you with Billy Bloop and my high scores. My blocky graphic make the ladies ecstatic. We basic bats, you basic bitch. No, you cannot deny it when it comes to 64. Best go with C, though NUKC ends with UNT. Respect your elders, cause you just got served. Cause I will do what Nintendo and rock your world.
Who won? Who lost? Well, Sean, who won? Sean? Sean? Sean?
I don't know what he wants!
Sean, it's a little late for that stuff, honestly.
Oh, don't mind me. Just thinking about that guy at work.
Okay.
Go to bed.
Wait, what?
Deathbots. Technology has decided to take destiny in its own hands. All right, Qarl, I see he's coming, so let me handle this, but I got a plan. Hi, sir. I see you're colorful again today. Yes.
So, is it ready?
Well, some of our less experienced staff members, namely Qarl over there, he was wondering. I mean, I know the answer, but for Qarl, please. Which one did you want, the Nintendo 64 or the Commodore 64?
No. I want the Atari Jaguar 64-bit!
You want the Atari Jaguar 64-bit? You want the Atari Jaguar? So, here's my confusion. Why would anyone want to buy the Atari Jaguar? I mean, I know it's a 64-bit system, but it's actually two chips, a GPU and a CPU, that are 32 bits. And those chips were called Tom and Jerry. And, well, if you did the math in a way, you could say that it's a 64-bit system. It is doing physically what it's supposed to be doing as a 64-bit system, but it doesn't have the same acceleration as, say, the Nintendo 64. So in truth, it's not exactly a 64-bit system, but it also is. So there was a bit of controversy. And some people even said if we did the same math to, like, say, the Sega Saturn, then that would be a 112-bit monster. Oh my god. And also, who calls their chips Tom and Jerry? You want them to fight inside your system? I mean, I know it's called the Jaguar, it's a big cat, it's wild, but you got cartoon characters in your system? Like, what the f***, Atari, huh? What's your controller called? Huckleberry Hound? What the f***? Huh? Do I need to plug in the Scooby-Doo plug and attach the fucking Fred Flintstone wire? Like, what the f***? What the f***? Anyways, the Atari Jaguar wasn't a very popular console at the time because, well, the PlayStation and the Sega Saturn, I guess, and even the Nintendo 64 were out. I mean, Crash Bandicoot or Cybermorph. Where did you learn to fly? A normal person would say Nintendo, or a really retro would say Commodore, but Atari Jaguar? And now you're dancing. That looks fun. Let's do that.
Smile, 'cause you want Atari, while we all want Nintendo or Commodore, but not really the Atari.
And it's gonna be $600.
$600. What the f? $600? Cuckoo. Cuckoo.
It's not crazy. It's capitalism.